Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Sports Minorities Podcast. Your home for not-so-expert analysis, shit-talking, and pick games that are coming down to the wire here. It's pretty damn close. I'm your host and resident Titans fan, JC. Joining me this week are...
your Texican League, new Texican League champ, Chicken Wing, all
Lame.
day. Fuck
Lame.
you. Let me have this. Acknowledge me.
No.
Whoa. You don't do that. You are not the tribal chief. You do not do that.
No.
Acknowledge me. Head of the table.
Oh.
Lame.
You know why he's wrong with this, guys? Oh, and by the way, I'm going to say, Rob, you always listen to the last guy talking, not the first one who's loud.
What's up, everybody? DJ, Cowboys fan. We've got a lot to unpack, so let's just get into it.
Yes, we do. Week 17 has happened. A lot of spots clinched in the playoffs. One seed for the NFC has been set, and that's it. Everything else is wide open. And believe it or not even every division is clinched at this point. So there is so much to talk about. Nori, unfortunately, is not able to join us today. He's fine. No, there's no COVID or nothing like that. He's just had a lot going on. But he's definitely he sent us his pick information, so we know what, at least a couple of us know what his picks are. But this week's going to be a little different, and I'll explain when we get to what we're going to make our predictions for Week 18. But starting with Week 17, yeah, how do we do? Well, I finished first at 13-3. Thank you, Vegas. Appreciate that. Nori, Chicken Wing, and DJ at 12-4, and then Rob went 11-5. So overall, that puts us with Chicken Wing in the lead with 165 correct picks.
Damn right.
I'm right behind him in second at 164. DJ 160 in third. Nori's at 155, and Rob in fifth at 150. So it is close. It's close. Technically, Rob is not mathematically eliminated. So anything can happen, right?
You got this, Rob.
Yeah.
You
All
know,
the confidence.
just saying, if I actually were to win this, I should have just put this money on a parlay with all of those bets.
Sure.
Right? Might as well, right?
Like,
Might as well do it right now.
Yeah.
You got this. Get the profit.
$50? Let's see how much, like, 2,000% is.
Right.
Holy shit.
So, looking back on Week 17, a lot happened, a lot of craziness. And I will go ahead and get started since I actually have one pick that I regret, and I wish I would have changed it, and that was Pittsburgh and Cleveland, especially when Cleveland was eliminated from playoff contention on Sunday based on some of the other results. And, I was looking a lot at throughout the day, work was crazy, but I was still kind of peeking over thinking, okay, Pittsburgh has always pretty much run the table on Cleveland during the regular season under Big Ben's career. Maybe I should change this. I got distracted, never got to change the pick, and stuck with Cleveland, and damn it, I wish I would have, because if I had changed it to Pittsburgh, Chicken Wing and I would be tied right now, and this would be a lot closer than it is. I know it's just one game, but that's the one thing I regret. Everything else... Gosh, I did not expect Dallas to shit the bed the way they did. So
Nobody did.
then again, it's January, like Nori said. So yeah,
It's January! Woohoo!
God damn it. I was really hoping. December, we were good to go. Like, we don't win shit in December. We won 4 fucking games. I was like, man, we're turning over a new leaf. And then January hit, and yeah, fuck that leaf.
Then that leaf blew away. The cold front came in, blew the leaf away, and then here we go.
Yeah.
Chicken Wing, your thoughts on Week 17?
Lame.
I have no regrets.
Okay.
I honestly don't. I mean, the only game that kind of made me sad was, I agree with you, JC, the Browns and the Steelers. But every other pick, no, they were all very good picks. I mean, the Chiefs, like, no one expected the Bengals to upset the Chiefs like that.
Except for Rob.
Exactly. Yeah, let's not forget Rob here. Again.
So I'm gonna remind our listeners there's a reason why he's last place. But anyway,
That's fired.
On top of that, though, no, I love you, Rob, but on top of that, no, I don't have any regrets. I mean, it was a good game between the Colts and Raiders. Let's not cap about that. Cowboys, Cardinals. That was a shocker. I don't think anybody expected the Cowboys to fall short like that. And then, yeah, that's it. I mean, all my other games hit. Sadly, the Saints hit. I didn't want that one to hit at all. I wanted to be wrong about that game, but that's for my own selfish reasons.
All right. DJ.
Well, let's start with. I'm gonna really talk about the Cowboys Cardinals game. Yeah, we fell short. It is what it is. Gonna move on. I mean, I really wanted there to be something different happening in January with us, and so far, nothing. But we'll move forward. So, Tennessee beating the brakes off of Miami was surprising to me, and not really because Tennessee won. I mean, I picked Miami to win, but I didn't expect blowouts. I actually expected the game to come down, to one final play. One team makes one more play than the other, and they win. Tennessee was like, no, we'll just go ahead and beat their asses, and then Miami, you can go home, and that's it. And that's pretty much what happened. 34-3. I mean, they didn't really even get up to play. Tennessee and Kansas City, I mean, Joe Burrow figured out the tech, and the tech is real simple. Put the ball within 5 yards of Jamar Chase, and he'll get it. Pretty much how it goes. If you just throw it up there, he'll go get it, and that's it. You're going to look like a rock star because you have 250-plus yards passing because you're just literally tossing the ball in his direction, and he's catching it.
Man's got 266 for 3 touchdowns, 42 fucking points. That was a nuts.
You got 300 yards almost from literally one combination. And 3 touchdowns.
So is Jamar Chase the new Megatron?
I mean, yeah.
Fucking looks like it.
He looks like it.
They pointed out to him afterward in the press conference, he had more receiving yards than Patrick Mahomes had passing yards, if you can believe that. That's just insane.
That's insane. That's insane. Now that's insane.
I can because if he's catching balls like that, then there's no reason for Joe Burrow not to throw to him, and they've already got the chemistry from when they were in college.
Yes.
So
it's true.
Literally, all they're doing is translating that over into the NFL, and we know how hard it is to transition from college to NFL for some players and some combinations of players, but it seems pretty easy at this point. So there'll be a tough out in the playoffs. I'll say that, especially when they could do what they did at the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, I said it a couple weeks ago when we played them, and we barely got by them. I said that's a scary fucking team to go against. Like we all thought. I mean, I take that back. The Taylors are still a scary team, regardless of the Raiders, coming out with the win. I see those two really duking it out. I mean, sucks that according to these brackets that they're going to play each other first. I legit saw these two as a championship game, AFC championship game, honestly.
And maybe. I mean, it felt like an AFC championship game, the game that they played in Cincy.
Yeah.
Or
really?
Cincy in Indy. Yeah.
Indy.
So, but I mean, there's still a chance if they pull some wild upsets. Yeah, I love that Joe Burrow was like, it's just like that meme. Man, fuck it. Jamar's got to be out there somewhere. He's got to throw it.
Just toss it.
I like how he said that. Yeah,
it was simple, and it's a quiet confidence because he's not really much of a talker. But when you hear him talk, he's just confident, and not just in Jamar Chase, just in general. I'm sure he feels like right now they can win the Super Bowl. And shit, if they're gonna put up points like that and do that, and that's just one combination. I mean, if you're gonna have to double Jamar Chase, now you're leaving other receivers open or covered by one person. And then let's not forget, Joe Mixon is also, last time I checked, still on the Bengals. So they've got a run game to add to that. Like I said, it'll be a tough out for him for sure.
Regarding the Tennessee game that you talked about, Tannehill just fucking wanted that one. It was his first chance to just take it to Miami. And my God, when he's on, he's on. So yeah,
I almost forgot how long he had been with Miami.
I know, poor guy. That's like the first half of his career where he didn't do anything. It's like because
he didn't have pieces.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Mm-hmm. They didn't get him pieces. I mean, they did that to Miami, and Miami had just won 7 straight games. So they did that to Miami, and Derrick Henry wasn't even there. And now his ass is back in practice. Now what are they going to do?
Got you. So I got something for you guys. I got a particular question about each one of your players.
Can we hold it? Cause Rob did his little recap.
Well, no, yeah. But what I'm saying is, after Rob is done, I have a particular question about a particular player on each one of your teams, and I want to know y'all's honest opinion.
Okay. It sounds like you're trying to get insider information for Vegas, but we'll start with Rob. we'll start quickly. Finally, get Rob's thoughts on Week 17. Smart pick, by the way, going with Cincy at home. One game to clinch the division. Great pick there. So, but other thoughts you had on Week 17?
Week 17, good riddance, goodbye, Antonio Brown.
Okay.
It's nice seeing you. Adios.
I was waiting for.
Okay, well, Rob's answered my question already.
You
Never mind.
addressed Mike's question. I knew that one was coming.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rob.
So, I gotta ask. I mean, because you said it a few weeks ago. We asked, or when he got the suspension, should they cut him? Would this have saved the heartbreak? I honestly, at this point, I didn't think they were going to actually officially cut him. I thought they would have just made him inactive so nobody else can pick him up. But I don't know how the rules state if somebody could pick him up right now. But
he could still clear waivers before the end of the season, and you could still, if he wasn't on injured reserve or
he could still get picked up.
Yeah,
just like how Marshawn
still be
did.
picked up. Yeah,
as long as he's a free agent, he can be picked up.
Well, let's just see how bad that ankle injury is that he's claiming that he had. So
no one's gonna take the risk on him.
Yeah.
Unless they're gonna pay him dirt minimum.
No, there's.
I don't even know that, man.
It's not worth the headache.
The headache, the drama. Yeah,
drama
I get you.
Room. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah.
There's no one that needs a receiver that bad that wouldn't be able to pick up somebody else that's currently on waivers. It's just not worth it.
Now, based on all that, are the Bucks going to look to pick up a receiver heading into the playoffs? Namely, Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens?
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, you go. You answer that.
yes, Rob. Go ahead and answer that one.
I saw that and I was like, no.
Listen, man, he's only 48, Rob. Tom Brady's 44. He can come back and do some stuff. He can catch a pass or two.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Take a hit and break apart. Yeah.
Man hasn't played a professional game in what?
Over 5 years because he's in the
I think it's 8. I think it's 8 years now. I think it's 8.
Yeah. So obviously he's still healthy. Yes, he's doing his thing, but he's been sitting at a broadcast desk for the last 5 years.
I mean,
is your popcorn ready? Is my response to that.
All right. If you're a fan of the challenge, I put my money on CT because he got TO to quit and a challenge celebrity thing at one point, which was great.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well,
But I'll say this: if the Bucks pull Megatron out of retirement for a playoff run, fucking GM
now
of the year.
That's the person I want to see. I want to see Megatron be like, "Who's this Jamar Chase kid? Hold up."
I would just log off his social media at that point. I would.
Tom Brady's gonna throw me passes. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, no, I'd log off social media.
Yeah.
And everybody knows he's double covered, but he's still wide open. That's exactly how it works. He's double covered, but still wide open.
Nope.
See, and that opens up Mike Evans. Mike Evans is the double coverage guy, but he actually has to work for it right now.
Yeah.
So, imagine.
Fuck off.
Imagine.
You're not getting that. No, fuck off.
No, I know Nori's not here, but he'd probably be here talking shit about his Giants.
Yeah.
Giants are bad. Fuck them. I hate them so much. I want to fucking drink all my fucking liver out of here. Okay.
I know, he said all that stuff, and I was thinking, okay, could it really, really be that bad? So I'm following scores and everything. How are the scores going? I'm seeing New England just beat the brakes off the Jags 50-10. Tennessee 34-3, and I was like, all right, the Giants are playing the Bears. They got to get some offense going. Nope, 29-3.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, they're making the Bears look like superstars right now.
You let Matt Nagy look good.
Yeah.
You are bad.
And he's still gonna get fired at the end of the season too.
Yeah,
now,
that's the
I have a
part.
question.
If you watch that game, you think, okay, one of these coaches is getting fired. You could not have told me it was the guy that was coaching the losing team there. They already committed to bringing him back. I'm like,
committed.
Yeah. Joe Judge is a fucking idiot.
Hey, you know what? You as a Dallas fan, you love that.
I fucking love
Shut your mouth. Okay, exactly.
Keep Joe Judge for the next 10 years. That'd be amazing. Yes. I sign his ass for the next 10 years, $155 million contract, whatever they want to do. I don't care.
So,
Dude, I'll
let me
pitch in.
ask the guy in the AFC, what is worse, letting Matt Nagy look like a coach of the year, or tying with the Lions? What's worse?
Nagy coach of the year.
Shit.
Probably Nagy. Considering when you know all the there's I forget what her name is, but she's always putting like TikTok recap Zoom calls of all these teams and stuff. And she's always like, let's go check in with the Bears. And she shows a picture of a trash can. Like, let's go check in with the Bears coach. And there's a picture of a trash can. That's been her running joke all season. I think she's a Bears fan.
Jesus.
And then she's...
That's funny.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on. Where is this TikTok? What is it?
I'll send you the link. She's hilarious.
That's
but
funny.
And then you have, after the whole fiasco with Gruden and the Raiders, and people saying... people having the mock press conference memes. Yeah, I just want to point out that Nagy kicked me in practice the other week. The Bears fans are trying to say the players are getting fired or some shit.
I remember that meme. That meme was excellent, bro.
I say at this point, it's probably Nagy's worst because everybody wants to get rid of the guy. It seems to been one that would get rid of him all season.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, that's
So,
fair.
let me just say this. We brought up the Giants real quick, and I said Joe Judge is a fucking idiot, and he is. For sure, and I want him there for the next 10 years at least. I want them to throw the entire fucking farm at him. That way he'll stay. But just that's the Cowboy fan in me speaking. Let me speak as an objective NFL fan. When you have a coach who puts up 3 points and then says there were some good things, what in the fuck are you talking about? Y'all looked awful. Say you looked awful and move on. There wasn't anything good. And I don't know if y'all had a chance to take a look or listen or whatever you wanted to do about his rants. Now this asshole is blaming Pat Shurmur. He's saying the 2019 Giants team quit. What the fuck are you talking about? You're the head coach now. It's 2022 now. Why are you bringing Pat Shurmur up? What the hell does he have to do with anything?
watching too many Trump videos is what he's doing, dude. So
Yeah,
Trump or Urban Meyer?
no, I say Trump. Like there's bad people on both sides. That's basically what it is. There were some good things in the game,
Okay.
and then you start bringing up shit that happened years ago, and somehow that relates
I'm
to
like,
you know.
You're literally deflecting blame when they're asking you as the head coach, what are you going to do? Well, about the 2019 team, they just basically quit. Okay, asshole, that's great, but that has nothing to do with your team,
This team.
right now. Let's put up
Yeah.
let's put up 3 fucking points against the Chicago Bears like, this week. This week, your offense did that, but you got rid of Jason Garrett because he was a problem with the offense, and y'all put up 3 fucking points. Just throwing that out there.
I'm trying
Could
to
you
remember.
imagine-
When did they fire Jason Garrett?
Week
It was like 5 weeks,
Has it been 5 weeks? now?
11,
6 weeks.
week
Okay.
11, week 12.
All right. So how many points have they put up since Jason Garrett got fired? Okay, so there was the week 12 was they won 13-7.
13.
Oh, wow, 13.
13. Oh,
Good
Jesus
God.
Shit.
Christ. Double digits. Let's
Week
go.
13,
Yes.
they got 9 points in a loss to Miami, 21 in a loss to the Los Angeles away team. Hey,
There we go.
not
There's
bad, not
something.
bad.
There we go. All right.
6 in a loss to Dallas,
All right.
10
Yeah,
in a loss to
beat
Philly,
Buffalo.
and 3 in a loss to Chicago. My God.
Damn.
Listen, I'm not saying that they
Jason
should go and
Garrett
get
really the
Jason.
problem? You know?
No,
I'm
he
not
still
saying
is
they
the
should go
problem.
and get him back. I'm not
No.
saying that. But what I am saying is you got rid of him because he wasn't, quote unquote, helping the offense click, and then you scored 21 points one time since he's gone, and you put up 9 and 6 and 3, and
Nah.
yeah,
Jason
I'm
Garrett's
just
still the problem.
yeah.
hands down.
How?
The whole coaching staff is a problem. Let's be honest with you. That's the issue here. I mean,
Well, no. I'm not saying Jason Garrett is just the problem for the Giants. I'm saying Jason Garrett as some type of coach somewhere has always been the problem. Poor Dallas. You know,
Yeah, don't remind me.
I didn't want to believe the fact that Jason Garrett was the problem, but
Damn, 8 and 8. Don't remind me.
I mean, but y'all didn't produce losing seasons.
All right.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
between 8 and 8 seasons they did. So
We had a couple of 6 and 10s, Mike.
Yeah.
All right, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I was trying to forget those, but yeah, you're right.
yeah.
I can't do that. It's embedded in my DNA.
All right.
Can't do
I
it.
found the one good thing about that game.
What is it?
They did manage to score 3 points, which means
Oh my god.
the last team that got 0 points was the New York Jets.
Chaos. See, this is why we keep Rob. He will find chaos and find the good in something
See,
somewhere.
They
somewhere.
didn't get blanked.
For those wondering about running a podcast and having a stat expert, make sure he's Asian. They always find the good shit. So
They will find the good
Yes.
shit.
So
Damn
much
right.
fun.
Facts.
So JC,
Yeah.
my question to you:
go for it.
how do you honestly feel about Derrick Henry coming back potentially for this weekend?
For this weekend, I don't think he's coming back this weekend.
He's not coming back.
No.
I have nothing
When
to
they
play for.
designate someone to return from IR, they have a 3-week window to bring him back. Obviously, I don't think it'll be this week. If they don't get the bye, he'll be back next week. If they do get the bye, he'll be officially on the roster after the bye week.
Okay.
So I'm not worried about him coming back this week. If he
Good.
comes back this week, give him one series, we're good. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
I see that.
But I
Truth be
wouldn't, I
told-
wouldn't even have him travel to Houston at this point. So
Honestly, I wouldn't, unless just to be there with the team. But then you risk the whole COVID situation, which I get to.
especially in Texas right now. I'll be honest. I was in Disneyland last week. I felt safer in California than I do in Texas right now. So
I don't blame you.
yeah.
I don't blame you.
I
I
don't
don't blame you.
at all.
So my question for DJ is: how do you feel about Trayvon Diggs being called the Jameis Winston of DBs right now?
You mean the 30 for 30 of DBs, correct?
Well, either you get a pick six or you give up six. That's what they're saying.
I know what they're saying.
Okay.
Listen, I watched the Cardinals game. He got fucking cooked. Got
You ain't
cooked,
wrong
and
about that though. He
He
did
got
get good, though.
absolutely cooked. And I've said it. I mean, I've had conversations about it. Trevon Diggs takes a lot of risks. Now, this particular season, he's taken risk at the right time, most of the time, which is why he
Facts.
has so many interceptions.
Facts.
But there's one thing, and it's a simple thing, but you have to be a receiver with a good, well, let's just say a good route running receiver. Double move. Double move Trevon Diggs, and you'll beat him. That's what we've seen. When the big plays take place, he gets double moved. That's what happened. Literally, what was this? The second play of the game, whatever it was, when they played Arizona, it's a double move. And had Kyler Murray actually led his receiver a little bit more, he would have scored. But he let up a little bit with the ball. I mean, I get it. I mean, you have somebody that wide open, you're like, shit, I don't want to miss the pass, so let me not put too much on it because it's
Right.
literally right there.
Okay.
'Cause once he beat Diggs, he had 5 yards on him, and he's not catching up there. So I actually don't have an issue with it because at this point for him it's feast or famine until he works on his technique and stops biting so easily. And that's what's going to happen. He's either going to get a pick and he's going to take it to the house, or he's at least going to get a pick and give us a possession, or he's going to get beat. There's really no in between.
He's too concerned about getting the pick than he is playing his coverage. And
Exactly.
Makes
But does
defending a
that-
big play? You know.
But does that worry you going into the playoffs, knowing that you could potentially run into a quarterback like Brady or Rodgers? I don't expect the other quarterbacks, even whichever quarterback San Francisco decides to pick. Do you see that as a potential problem for those two at least?
Oh, there's concern.
Okay.
Because this isn't like this particular play that we saw against Arizona. That's not the first time that's happened. I don't know if y'all know this. I actually I have looked at this stat. He has
Not
the most
surprised, but yeah,
interceptions
go ahead.
of any. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
We don't have Nori here to hate on him that much. Let the man give his
Touche.
stats. Shit.
So he's got the most interceptions of any DB, but he's also given up the most yards. I don't know if y'all knew that or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's given up the most. So it's feast or famine. He's taken the ball away or he's given up a big play. There's no in between. It's rare that you see like a broken up pass. And I've heard people talking about, well, they should stop throwing the ball his way, this, that, and the other. Well, it's kind of obvious why they keep throwing it there. Because if the receiver knows what they're doing, can run a double move, they're probably going to beat him and they're probably going to pick up a bunch of yards or score. That's the reason why they keep throwing it that way, and that's part of the reason why he has so many interceptions. I'm not saying he's not good. He's a good DB. And there's definitely been plays that he's had where they're playing against the Giants earlier this season, and Mike Glennon threw a deep ball, and he literally chased down the receiver and picked it off. I mean, that's a killer DB play.
Yes.
But we've also got to be considerate of the fact that, well, we might not be doing that. This might just be the first play of the game. We're like, oh, double move. Oh, look, we just picked up 50 yards. So,
Very true.
Cool. All right.
There's definitely concern on that, but we'll see what we can do with it. Maybe he can work on that a little bit and at least not give up a touchdown. Maybe he'll give up only 30 yards. I don't know. We'll see.
Gotcha. And this is my last question. This is in regards to my team, but this is an interesting one. So, I read that right now the top two teams that could be biting for a quarterback since this upcoming draft class is pretty lackluster in quarterbacks. So, the two teams looking at potentially grabbing Jimmy G are the Panthers and the Steelers. So, my question to all of y'all is, if one of those teams were to bite, who would be the first to bite, and what would they give up for Jimmy G?
Carolina. They have more cap space, and they have better draft picks. That could be more enticing to the Niners. I think the Steelers, I don't remember who their backup is, but he's been pretty primed as it is right now. I think the Steelers are going to make a move for someone like, I don't know, Russell Wilson, or maybe even...
Didn't he play for Washington?
Huh?
Did he play for Washington? I can't remember his name now.
Who?
Last year, the draft pick. Their backup is the I can't think of his name right now. I know y'all know who I'm talking about too.
I think I know who you're talking about, but
we do.
Haskins. There you go. Dwayne Haskins.
Haskins, yeah. But I think they're going to be more. I think Pittsburgh's going to be looking more to try and entice Aaron Rodgers, and possibly even make a move for Russell Wilson. So that's where I think it's going to be.
Okay.
Maybe Deshaun Watson if they're crazy, but I doubt that.
You think Russell waived the clause to go to Pittsburgh?
They're not that far off.
I mean,
be honest with you.
I'm not saying that you're like that's a far fetched thing, but the last I read, he was willing to go to both Philly and New Orleans, which I can see both destinations.
Yeah, we don't need to. We won't even go into Philly. That's bullshit. We don't even do that shit. That's fuck that.
You don't want the same problem that I've been dealing with for the past 8 years?
We don't want that fucking problem. No, we don't need that
so
fucking
you're gonna
problem.
dump him in my division. I see.
Yeah,
how
fuck
it
yeah.
is.
That's a, yeah. Good,
Hey,
dump him
you're
around.
doing this.
Straight
You're
division.
gonna send them to I don't know where. Just not. No.
So Pittsburgh.
Ideally,
Pittsburgh?
Seattle would
Okay.
obviously like to send somebody in another conference, but yeah. So.
Keep them in the AFC. Set them in the AFC North. That's fine. Fine. Joe Burrow and Russell can go at it all year long. That's fine.
Hey, that's
that's box office.
watch that shit.
I watch
Box
that.
office.
Lamar
What's
Jackson,
going on
if he stays healthy, can you imagine that?
See?
Russell Wilson versus Lamar
Dude.
Jackson twice a year?
Okay, I like that.
Jeez.
You know,
See?
Baker gets his act together. Maybe you actually have like a.
No, that's not.
Nah,
That's not.
Cleveland's gonna
Yeah,
get rid of him, bro.
All right.
I
I do have a question for you guys actually after we finish this one.
Okay. Well, I think I have a feeling Chicken Wings' question for you is going to be related to Antonio Brown. So, right?
Oh, yeah, we already answered that one.
Yeah, the question was about Antonio because the problem with the rest of his say very interesting, but that just drew the most attention. So I figured, okay, so what was your honest opinion when it all played out?
My honest opinion, I was glad to see him go.
Yeah.
Like I told you guys this a couple weeks ago. If he plays, great. If he doesn't, don't let him. Don't let the door hit him on the ass on the way out. Like, and obviously it didn't because he didn't go through any of the locker room doors. Nothing. He just, I'm out.
What has
Toss
been your
jersey.
favorite Photoshop meme of that, by the way?
Oh, I think
Plane.
the one with the plane is definitely up there.
shit.
There was one with the Spurs Coyote. I actually was I got a good laugh.
Yeah,
at
props to
that
the
one.
Coyote
think-
for that. He put that one up. That was great.
Oh, he put it up. I
the
thought you
Spurs Coyote
posted
put
it.
it
It
up.
was right. Yeah, it was right on there.
Oh, that's fucking
It's
hilarious.
an official one.
I'll post the other one that I was talking about. I'll post it for DJ to see.
Yeah.
Please do.
That shit
Yeah,
was fucking hilarious.
probably those two. Like I saw a bunch of others, but I'm like,
I love the one of him in the Jets cheerleader outfit. I thought that one was fucking hilarious.
that was a good one too.
All right.
Okay. So my question for y'all is, looking at Micah Parsons and Jamar Chase, do you think there are going to be more college athletes that are going to skip their junior and senior year to focus on building their body for the NFL or the NBA or whatever the case is? Because currently the rule is they only have to be 3 years out of high school.
3 years out of high school, or no, yeah, 3 years out of high school.
3 years out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
So they make a name for themselves their freshman and sophomore year, and then they work on their body their third year. Because that's basically what these two have done, and they've excelled more than the ones that had played for 3 or 4 years of college ball.
It depends on their financial situations. And I say that because obviously now with college athletes able to sign name, image, and likeness deals, how well are they going to save that money? If they're only playing for 2 years, obviously it's going to be 2 years of an NIL, deal that they'll sign, 2-year sponsorship basically. It depends how well they manage the money, obviously. But it is a possibility. I mean, that has worked out for these guys, and that's kind of been the big thing with college athletes about transfer portals and being paid, and now the name, image, and likeness thing is that they want a better financial situation. And we haven't heard a whole lot of that since this stuff started. So I think it's really going to depend on the player's financial situation, if they need to, and really where their draft stock is too, I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of NFL players now that could have come out after their freshman year of college and been just as good, but there really hasn't been a strong challenge to that rule of a collective bargaining agreement. I think Claret was the last one to challenge it, right? And
probably
Maurice Claret, he was the last one to do it. But I will come out and say this: I like the rule about the 3-year thing. It's an extra way for them to vet the people out. If you're going to commit to a school or to anything for 3 years at least, to show you get some sort of an education, it kind of helps with them, especially now with all these questions that are some limitations on questions they have to ask when they're asking draft prospects too. Now they're going to be docked draft picks if they ask some really bad questions. But I think it really is just going to depend on the player and what their financial situation is. That's going to be the big thing. So now, what alternative I could say to this, I'll say, is they might play 2 years in college and then go to Canada for a year. Or even the USFL or something like that. So,
what do you think, DJ?
I think finances are going to play a big part in it, but I also think more so than that, and it's kind of a piggyback off of JC, the draft stock. Yeah. They're going to have people in their ears telling them, man, if you do this and this right now, you could go first round or whatever it is. And I mean, let's be honest. I mean, there are a lot of players out there who are humble and they don't brag, but they know, okay, I'm a beast. I'm killing it. Michael Parsons knew he was a beast. You can ask him that yourself. He's just not someone who brags about it. But if you know what you're doing and you know what your production level is, Jamar Chase, he was a monster. Joe Burrow knew that too.
Facts.
So
Facts.
Look at your production numbers, you see what you're doing, and you're like, I can do this, and I can translate that to the NFL, but I need to get bigger. I need to get my body ready for it. So you see that, you're going to make the necessary adjustments to what you're doing to go ahead and get yourself in NFL shape, and you'll, jump out your junior year or your sophomore year, and like, look, I'm going to the NFL, and go from there. I think a lot of it's going to have to do with whether or not you have a good chance to go in the first round versus, okay, no one's really telling me I can go in the first round. I may go second, I may go third, I may not go at all. Maybe I should stay here one more year and see if I can improve my draft stock, which will then in turn improve how much money I can get.
Right. I agree. I think the stock will be the biggest contributor towards their decision.
Okay. I don't know. I thought it was a cool article I read. I think it was on ESPN actually.
Yeah, it's a good question too. I mean,
it definitely is. Yeah.
And then that's honestly my one knock on the NBA's rule. I know it's like either 19 or a year out of high school, but it in a way it has kind of hurt the college game, but in a way it's helped it too, because a lot of these one and done players are coming from like the top, conference schools, the Power Fives, the Kentuckys and Kansases and Dukes and whatnot. But it's allowed a lot of these mid-major schools who keep their players for 4 years to make some amazing runs in the tournament. You get a lot more Cinderellas. You got a lot more good teams on the basketball side of things, which I think is pretty awesome. So
I mean, yeah, you're never gonna have another Kobe Bryant, that's for sure.
no, it's never going to, or LeBron James for that matter, because he's straight out of high
LeBron.
school
Nope.
too. Yeah, so
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like just like talent like that, you're not gonna get anywhere, or sorry,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get everywhere, I should say. But yes, kind of like what DJ was saying. Like Michael Parsons knew he was a beast. He knew his production was phenomenal. He knew he was doing what he needed to do to take care of business. So for him to be that young and then still be a major impact in the NFL, yeah, you just don't get that everywhere.
yeah. But beyond all that, though, I do like the way baseball does it. Like, you could get drafted out of high school, or you can choose to go to college. But if you go to college, it's at least 3 years before you're eligible again. So
Exactly.
I wouldn't mind seeing something similar in the NBA. Like, sure, they can draft you and maybe put you on the G League for a year, or you can go to college, but you got to commit for a certain number of years. So
Right.
yeah, I think that'd be good. Cool.
Interesting.
Good discussion. Good question, guys. So, all right, week 18. Now, we're going to do things a little bit differently this week. We did it last year, too. We're not going to be making individual picks on the games. I'm going to go ahead first and list the games and some potential clinching scenarios around them right now. And what we're going to be doing is actually letting everyone know what each of our individual playoff predictions are. So we do this for the last week because things are pretty damn close, and it kind of leaves some wild cards in there like, my God, who are they picking? Are they actually going to pick this team or that team that has no playoff implications on a game, right? Week 18, like week 1, is so hard to predict because there's so much out there, that so many variables. Now, the games themselves, the Saturday games are Kansas City at Denver and Dallas at Philadelphia. Both of those will be on ESPN. The Sunday early games, Cincinnati at Cleveland, Green Bay at Detroit, Chicago at Minnesota. The last ever football game for the Washington football team going to the New York Giants. Indianapolis at Jacksonville, Pittsburgh at Baltimore, Tennessee at Houston. The late Sunday games are New Orleans at Atlanta, the Jets at Buffalo, Niners at Rams, New England at Miami, Seattle at Arizona, then Carolina at Tampa Bay. And the Sunday night game, the Los Angeles away team taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
I'm actually excited about that game.
Oh my.
I am, especially if the Colts somehow lose to the Jags, because imagine this scenario, guys. The Colts lose to the Jaguars, and it's a very real possibility because the Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2004, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while. And if that happens, both the Chargers and the Raiders would get into the playoffs if they tied.
Who collusion?
We might see a lot of kneel downs if that nightmare scenario happens.
Holy
Just
shit. Can you
throwing that
imagine
out
that?
there. I'm
What
just
the
throwing that out
fuck?
there. Neither team wants to risk potentially losing and getting knocked out of the playoffs. As a hey, we'll play to a tie, and we'll both get in.
I will one up you on that one.
What's that?
So according to my bracket, if the Ravens win and the Jaguars win, then the Sunday night game doesn't even matter. They're both in.
Is that true? Really?
According to my bracket.
If the Ravens and Jaguars win, then the Chargers and Vegas are going to be in the playoffs.
I will stream. I will give you my stream right now. Here.
Fucking.
Oh, that's right. The Raiders get in with that. No, I think that knocks the Chargers out, doesn't it?
Look,
That's funny.
if the Ravens win and the Jaguars win, this game doesn't matter.
Ha!
Otherwise,
Holy
that
shit.
happens.
That is
Well, it knocks the
funny.
Raiders out.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I changed it. So
okay.
watch. If I change it to
Yeah.
the Jags, look, that game doesn't matter.
Switch it to the Raiders winning, though.
Yeah, if the Raiders win, then Baltimore.
That knocks the Chargers out.
Ooh, good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
The Chargers
So it does
essentially
matter.
have
Ha!
to win or tie to get in the playoffs. That's their clinching scenarios here. So,
Okay.
AFC side of things, obviously the Bengals, Chiefs, and Titans have clinched their divisions. Buffalo has not yet. So
Crazy.
here are the scenarios here. Baltimore needs a win a Chargers loss, an Indy loss, and a Miami loss or tie to get into the playoffs. Buffalo, if they win the division, or if the Patriots lose, they win the division, or if both teams tie. Cincinnati still has a shot at the number 1 seed in the AFC. Obviously, they need to win, and then they need a Titans loss, a KC loss, and a Patriots loss, or they need a Titans loss, a KC loss, and Buffalo to win the division, and then Cincy could take the number 1 seed.
Can you imagine if that actually happened? The AFC goes through Cincy. Man. Holy shit, bro! I can't. I can't. That's a tough place to play at.
Indy win or tie, they're in the playoffs. If they don't win, then they also need a Chargers loss, and they need Baltimore and Pittsburgh to tie, or they need a Chargers loss, a Pittsburgh loss, and Miami to beat New England for the Colts to get in with a loss. Chiefs are in. I think they could fall as far down as the 4 seed, actually.
4 seed.
Yeah, they can fall as far as 4.
To get the number 1 seed, they need to win and have Tennessee lose, or tie and have Tennessee lose.
Let's go, Houston.
Yeah, right. Fuck you. Raiders win and they in, or a tie and an Indy loss, or an Indy loss and a Steelers loss, and they're in. So, Chargers, of course, a win or tie, they're in. There's no other way they get in. If they lose, they're completely done. And the Patriots can not only win the division, but they still have a shot at the number 1 seed. To do that, they need a win, a Bills loss, a Chiefs loss, and a Titans loss to get the number 1 seed. And then, of course, if they win and Buffalo loses, they get the AFC East. Steelers, as I mentioned, they need to win, an Indy loss, and they need the Raiders and Chargers game to not end in a tie for them to get into the playoffs.
That's the first I've ever heard of that.
Yes.
To not get a tie.
Literally, somebody win, and we can get in here. I don't give a fuck who it is. Somebody
I don't give a shit who the fuck it is. Just fucking win.
I've never seen that before.
Don't do what we did.
That's nuts, right?
Don't do what we did. Don't tie with the Lions. Just fucking win.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the scenario I need to happen.
You want the nightmare. You want the chaos.
You want the chaos.
Just to see. Oh god.
Tennessee clinches the number 1 seed with a win, or a KC loss.
KC loss.
Or if Tennessee, or a tie and a KC loss. Now, if the Titans lose to Houston, they also need a Chiefs to lose. They need the Bengals to lose, and they need the Patriots to lose, or they need KC and Cincy to lose, and the Bills to win the division.
Bills to win.
Yep. Now on the NFC side of things, Packers, chill out. You guys are number 1. You're good. Yeah. Relax. NFC East, NFC South have been decided. The West is still, as we expected, was going to come down to the last week, right? Chargers and Rams are still in play, and the Eagles. Both of those teams already clinched a playoff berth, and the Eagles have also clinched a playoff berth. But to clinch the NFC West, the Cardinals just need to win and have the Rams lose. The Rams win, or Arizona loses, the Rams get the division title. The Saints are the only team right now on the outside looking in. If they win and the Niners lose, the Saints are in the playoffs. The Niners just need a win or a Saints loss to get into the playoffs. So, those are all the crazy clinching scenarios right now. It's a lot more complicated on the AFC side of things than the NFC. So, going in reverse order of, or should we go reverse order or best standings down here?
That's fine. We'll do reverse order.
Okay. So, Rob, you're going to give us what your playoff predictions are. You don't have to tell us, if you guys don't have to tell us any of your picks for Week 18, you can reveal as much or as little as you want. You just got to give us what your predictions are, what the playoffs are going to be at the end of Week 18. So, Rob, what you got?
Just keep in mind, my playoff bracket is to ensure minority matchups happen.
Okay.
And that my team will be the one that eliminates Mike's Niners. So,
first of all, why don't you go ahead and put that little picture up there, because I want to study this bracket and hate you as you're talking about it.
Oh, okay.
Up to you if
Okay.
you want to share it, Rob, because if you do
So-
that, you're going to reveal what all your picks are. But anyway, go ahead.
No.
Yeah.
So for the first round bye in the AFC, we have the 12-5 Tennessee Titans. So y'all
Fuck
get the
them.
bye. Let's see. We have the Los Angeles away team versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not revealing the records. Indianapolis Colts, or excuse me, Indianapolis Tailors versus the Cincinnati Chases.
Respectable name. Respectable.
Yeah,
I like that.
respect. I like it.
And the oh my god, New England Patriots versus what happened to the Buffalo Bills is going to be the
My
last game.
lord.
The tiebreaker. Ah, okay.
On the NFC side, we have Green Bay locked in at number 1, so screw them. Philadelphia will be playing against the Los Angeles home team.
Ooh.
Ooh,
We're
okay.
going to have a minority matchup of the San Francisco 49ers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wow.
Okay.
And we have the Arizona and Dallas run back for the very last game.
Salty as fuck run back. That one. Yeah.
I mean, between yours and mine, like, all these are runbacks except for the minority matchup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild, bro.
right. Now, Rob, you have Nori's in front of you as well. So,
Yes, I
so you can go
do.
ahead and do his next. What is
No,
his
fuck him.
playoff bracket looking, or
Fuck him.
playoffs looking?
All
like?
right. So Nori has the Tennessee Titans with the bye. He's got LA away team versus KC, the same. Actually, he's got the same bracket as me. On the AFC side, they're all the same. So it's Chargers versus KC, Taylors versus Chases, and the AFC East run back with New England and Buffalo.
Should we call them the Chases or the Burrow Chases?
Burrow chases.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do Burrow chases.
Okay.
I mean,
Weren't they?
yeah.
What about Chase Burrows?
Yeah.
They were all from Bama, right? So this is like
LSU.
LSU. So this is the LSU team.
So
Oh,
Cincinnati
so-
Tigers.
Yeah.
So what you're saying
LSU
is
Tigers.
the Taylors
Yeah.
versus the
Eagles.
Tigers.
I
Got
know
it.
that works with the
Taylors
Bengals.
versus
Yeah.
Tigers. There
That's
you go.
perfect.
Taylors versus Tigers.
This was Destiny, is what this was.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny. You right.
All
You right.
works out. Okay. On the NFC side, though, he does got quite a few different ones here. He's got the number 1 seed Green Bay Packers. They're locked in. He's got the quarterback-less New Orleans Saints going against the LA home team.
Wow.
He's got the other NFC East team, the Eagles, going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then he has the run back with Arizona and Dallas for the last 4 or 5 seasons. So,
Interesting.
Hmm.
Cool.
His does make the most sense, logically speaking.
Now, DJ, what you got?
First off, let's all drink in the fact that the New Orleans Saints do not have a quarterback and still could be in the playoffs
Yeah.
without a
I'm
quarterback.
trying not to drink that in because that's an embarrassment to my team. But go ahead.
and my division.
Yes,
Y'all let them in?
30 for 30.
He's cheering for his team. He can't do shit, but he's cheering.
Rob's like, who said the NFC East was the best division? NFC South, motherfuckers.
Right? Jesus Christ.
You got teams getting in here without quarterbacks.
Don't even need quarterbacks, and we're making playoffs. All right, let's go.
My AFC bracket looks exactly the same as Rob's.
Okay.
Okay.
Tennessee's number 1, and then we've got the Los Angeles away team against Kansas City. Taylors against the Tigers. Damn right. The Patriots against the Bills.
That's funny.
NFC, we've got Green Bay, of course, locked in, but then we've got Philly against Tampa.
Oh,
We got
I can see that.
the Niners against the Cardinals.
the run
And then
back.
the
Okay.
Los Angeles home team against the Cowboys.
Wow. Okay.
All right. I have a little bit different on the AFC side. I do have
You would be
Tennessee
that guy.
with the bye. I've got Indy at the 7 seed going into Arrowhead, taking on the Chiefs. And then I've got the
maybe.
Raiders going to Cincy.
Ooh.
6 vs 3 matchup.
Oh.
And
Okay, well,
then
we don't get
I think
there.
these two teams are destined to play each other. Patriots at Bills.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah,
to. They have to play.
yeah, that's just
You know, if I may,
Yeah.
is it safe to call the Chiefs the cheats, the Kansas City cheats?
ooh the KC cheat codes.
I'm just saying they had the cheat code. You know,
Didn't work in Cincy last week, so
I was gonna say that what cheat code was used last week because it did not work.
ran whatever
the way it
cheat
was
code, and
supposed
then
to.
you couldn't double cover Jamar Chase at this point.
Joe Burrow was the player, bro. Okay, he was ready player one. All right.
Okay, that's what it was.
I see what
okay,
you're doing there. Yeah.
I got
Okay,
it.
just
All right.
saying.
Nice work. Well played, sir.
Okay.
Now, the NFC side of things, mine actually looks exactly like DJ's. Green Bay locked in at 1. Eagles at Bucks, 7 vs 2. The Niners at the 6 seed going to Arizona, the 3 seed. And then the Rams at Dallas. Obviously, based on this, the Niners have had the
Wow.
Rams number, and I'm expecting it again. At
Yep.
this point. So
Wow.
that's why I'm sticking
so
with
y'all
that.
have
You know what, honestly-
Jimmy G owns real estate in Los Angeles.
I mean,
Let's just all
honestly,
say that.
that would be the best scenario for me to take on the hurt Cardinals, because that just means we just get past the first round at that point. I can't
This-
speak
this
for
is a nightmare
the
scenario
divisional
for you.
round.
Watch what happens. J.J. Watt and DeAndre Hopkins come back for the wild card game.
Shit, nah, they ain't coming back, bro.
Well, that's
They ain't
not
coming
even
back.
fair.
I know.
That's not even
not
fair.
even fair.
That's not even fucking fair. Okay.
But I don't want to see the Cardinals if they come back. Fuck that.
No, I don't either. So
I'm just saying
Oh.
because that'll put us for Green Bay, and we own real estate in Green Bay when it comes to the playoffs there too. So
does just about every team that plays them in the
Yeah, I
NFC
was gonna
Championship.
say. I
Yeah,
mean,
who else played them in the playoffs?
Giants.
Because they beat
Tampa.
Dallas a couple years
Giants.
ago.
Yeah,
Tampa.
They lost to the Falcons though. That's what it was. They lost to the
Falcons,
Falcons.
Tampa,
yeah.
Brady's just
Tampa went through Lambeau to get to the Super Bowl. I'm just throwing
That's
that out
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which
No, well-
Tampa never gets usually had ever done in history. You know,
Never.
That's been like a curse for the Bucks playing in cold weather too. So
there. I mean, Aaron
That's
Rodgers
what I'm
was
saying. Like
yeah,
every
we just
time
want
we
the.
played them in the playoffs,
But it was
we had own real estate
Brady
there.
it was Brady and Lambeau. So
that's true.
True.
That's what it
Brady's
is.
used to the cold. He's like,
All right.
it's 60 degrees outside. What y'all talking about?
Go
Minus
just-
Now,
Okay.
Chicken Wing, you're the guy in the lead right now by 1. So what
Um,
do your playoffs look like here?
Well, my AFC is the exact same as everybody else's but yours, because fuck you, JC. That's
Okay.
why.
Wow.
All right. Fucking picking the Raiders.
That's
Fuck outta
reasonable.
here.
That's a
Well,
reasonable.
you say that, and then they took down Indy last week. So I mean,
They got
still can't
lucky
believe that shit.
last week.
that
That's what that
Chargers
was.
Raiders rivalry is fucking intense. So
It is though.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Huge facts.
good thing the Raiders are at home. Oh wait, they're always going to be at home against.
Yeah,
the
that's
Yeah.
that's the fucking home game.
Always
no
at
matter
home
what.
against the Chargers. You be
Yeah,
LA, and
like
that bitch is
they
still
could be in
home
LA
game.
and it'd still be more silver and black in the stands. And
They're gonna black out the stadium. They're gonna black out
oh,
the
for
stadium.
sure.
I
For
guarantee
sure.
Raider Nation
Guarantee
from
it.
Oakland and whatever's left of them in Los Angeles is going to be traveling to Vegas for this.
Oh
game.
yes.
So
For that game.
yeah,
Mhm.
If
the
it
entire
happens to
state's
be
going to be a
in
black
LA.
hole. Yeah.
But luckily it's in Vegas this week.
Yeah.
On the NFC side, obviously who's number one? Okay, whatever. Anyway,
Your favorite
I
player.
have the Birds fighting each other. So
Oh, so you have
Do
the
you?
Eagles, the
Eagles
Arizona-
cards?
What?
Eagles cards.
Ooh, wow.
How did
All
you-
right.
Okay.
That-
okay.
That's
No, no, no.
because we
No, I
get in.
yeah.
You see
that's-
why.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Okay, so we have the minority matchup, and I'll go through Rob again. Little
Wow.
bitch.
All that shit talking is being recorded just so I can hear you cry.
Do
when
you
you're-
remember what happened week 1 and y'all was talking the most shit about my fantasy league? Alright, anyway, fuck out of here. So, and then we have DJ making light work of the Rams. I appreciate you, sir.
Light work.
Light
I,
work.
mean, I appreciate that, Mike. I don't know about all that.
It's the Cowboys, right? So I'm just.
I
See,
understand.
what,
Yeah.
why you gonna do that, JC? Why you gonna do that? Why you gonna fucking? Why you
Get rid of the competition for me so that way I
Man, why
can
you
go
gotta
ahead
do
and
that?
sneak on in because I'm trying to get
That's
that
funny.
legendary matchup
Yeah.
between me and JC.
So,
That's what that is.
It is good content and it is funny and I can laugh at it. Being a Cowboys fan for life, I can laugh at it.
Yeah.
It's Goddamn January. Can we move the Super Bowl?
I mean,
Different month.
It's in February.
It's in February.
it is
in
February.
That's-
January.
yeah,
You just gotta
Super
get
close
through
to
January to
January.
get there.
That's the
It's-
problem. Like if we put that shit, we do well in October. We do well in September. So if we
In
could,
December this year.
make some move.
Yeah.
And December.
You know what? On
Let's
the
move it up
positive
a month.
side, on the positive side, that puts Philly at 17. So they'll never host a game, which means you have only one game to go through in the cold. Every other game is in the South, literally, in the NFC side.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Problem
the only
is the,
cold weather site would be Lambeau at this point. So
It would be.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, other
You have
teams
Arizona
good
in the
luck at
dome.
Lambeau, so.
You have Dallas in the dome, and then
You have Tampa
the
in
Cali-
the rain.
Tampa
'cause
in the
it's
rain. Tampa in the
fucking
rain.
Tampa. Yeah.
Exactly.
and then you have the beautiful weather in Cali. Come on, like that's beautiful weather in the NFC side.
Well,
I agree with
not that Dallas have to go there. Based on your scenario, I think the Rams. Oh no, the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams.
Your scenario has the Rams in it. That's right. True.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, interesting. So, obviously, this gives everybody some clues as to who's picking certain games, but there's a lot of other picks out there. We don't know where some of these are going. How are we going to go on Chicago or Minnesota? How are you going to go on? I don't even know what out there. The Saints and Falcons. You know, there's a lot out there. Some wild card ones.
Hey, Taylor Heineke is going to beat the shit out of the fucking Giants. That's all I'm saying. He is the second coming.
Look, Mike. The fucking, listen, I don't disagree because Joe Judge sucks ass as a head coach in just in
Just
general.
saying.
But
I'm just saying.
Washington has bigger things to worry about. Their fucking stadium is falling apart, Mike.
I saw that.
You know-
Their stadium is falling apart literally. I mean,
They
think
did
about
that
that
shit
as an
on purpose
organization.
too. They're like, "Oh, you beat
Tried
us?
to
Fuck
crush
you, fuck
Jalen
your
Hurts.
quarterback."
How
Yeah,
great
they
was
crushed
Jalen Hurts with that? He's just all chill, like, oh, and then he starts taking pictures with all the Eagles fans that fell out of the stadium right there. That was
Yeah.
pretty funny. Yeah. So
But did y'all see that Jalen Hurts actually wrote a letter to Washington? Yeah, he wrote a letter
Washington,
to
yeah.
Washington, basically
I saw
addressing that
this.
situation and basically saying, "Hey, and he was professional about it. But he basically, look, y'all have to do something about this. This is putting people at risk."
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, this is Washington we're talking about. What's going to happen with this letter? Well, let's look at all the emails. They're going to sweep that shit under the rug, just like the fucking email.
Damn, bro.
Nothing is going to be done about it. That's what's going to happen.
Jesus Christ.
Jalen Hurts, that shit will be addressed at some point 10 to 15 years down the line when somebody discovers some more emails. And there's going to be a plot to crush somebody underneath one of those stands, which is why Jalen Hurts
not
almost
wrong.
got ended.
You know.
Little did you know that person's already been crushed. And
Well, once this gets discovered, Rob, and somebody quote unquote leaks it, then we'll have the NFL investigate, and then Washington will say, "No, there's nothing to see here," and they'll move on.
yeah.
I mean, you know,
Unless Bears
I
fans
wouldn't
cover
put
something
it.
on Mike Nagy to get him fired for sure, or
I wouldn't put it past Washington because last I heard, the reason why y'all took y'all's benches over there because they tried to fuck y'all over with the cold ass benches in Washington. So you know what? Makes a lot of
No,
sense.
That was
They were
based on the
salty
fact
about
that the
that.
Seahawks told them, "Hey,
Exactly.
the
Seahawks
benches they
told 'em.
provided weren't working." So that's the
Shut
only reason
up.
Jerry made his own benches, took them over there, and Washington's like, "Well, fuck you, we'll bring our own benches over." Then
And
they
look-
got destroyed, and Jerry's
Exactly.
like, "Hey, y'all
Exactly.
keep those benches here," So I mean,
We had
We
good
own
luck
the
with them.
benches, bitch. It's like, well, we own you. Shut the fuck up.
Basically, that was a flex on Jerry Jones' part. He'd be like, I'll have my own benches made. Then we don't have to worry about that. And
That was
then
fucking
Washington tried to
hilarious.
follow suit, and let's
That
see what
was-
they did.
yeah,
They
that
lost to
was
Philly.
definitely this-
They got the brakes beat off them by Dallas, and you know
Yeah.
what? They may lose to the Giants, but they're taking the
did-
benches there. So
I did not believe JC when he first posted. I was like, no, are you serious?
about the benches,
Yeah, when Dallas took him, I was like, no, are you
Yeah.
kidding me? I'm like, oh,
Jerry
no, I
Jones has
read
more
it.
money than he knows what to do with.
let's be honest, here was a
Seriously.
big dick move. I'm going to make these big ass benches that say Cowboys on them and bring them over there. So
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the biggest
Flex,
biggest
yes.
cock move
that was
ever.
a flex.
It was
so
a
Yes.
flex. He's like, I'm Jerry Jones and I can do this. And then we took over the damn stadium. I mean, at one point, Washington was running off the field and they got booed, but it wasn't their fans booing them. That was Cowboys fans booing them. That's how many Cowboys fans were there. We took over the damn stadium.
yeah.
Jerry Jones literally said, "Fuck you gonna do." Like that's the manliest thing I've ever seen Jerry Jones do. I still hate the fucking guy. He can't run his fucking organization. I mean, he can't run his team. He can run his organization just fine. But that's the biggest cock move ever. And I respect him for that.
He can run it and make money. That's what he does.
That's it.
Now, speaking of
Just don't make
Washington,
football moves, please.
Yeah.
Speaking of Washington, I said this is the last game of the Washington football team, we think, because they did announce that on February 2nd, the Pro Bowl weekend, if you will. Or is that Pro Bowl weekend? Oh, no.
Yeah,
that's in the middle of the week, right before the Pro Bowl. But
Yeah.
they will be announcing their new mascot.
You mean
For
the
the Washington
Admirals?
football team.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Okay.
The red. They've.
I think it's
they've
going to
leaked,
start
like,
with an A,
3 or
personally. Yeah.
They've
So there's
quite a few.
they've claimed that the final 8 candidates are the Armada, the Presidents, the Brigade, the Red Hogs, Commanders, and if they take the Commanders, the City of San Antonio will fucking sue their asses because that was the name of our AAF team. The Red Wolves, the Defenders, which I think is an XFL team name, if I'm not mistaken,
XFL, yeah.
and then football team, which that's like a throwaway. If they make all this hype just to say, hey, we're just gonna call the Washington football team.
Just kidding, guys. We're still the football team. Just wanna
Hey,
let
we got
y'all know.
fleeced. I
Now-
respect them for that. We got fleeced.
I don't think I think they're kind of fleecing us a little bit. The Admirals could potentially be the name. Now, obviously, Washington Admirals redirects to the Washington football team website, WashingtonAdmirals.com. But some are saying that might be somebody bought that domain name and just
someone
redirected
bought
it. Yeah, so we don't know if that's true. I think the way they've kind of some of the screenshots they shared, and someone even zoomed in on like a scoreboard in the distance. I have a feeling it's going to be the Armada or possibly the Admirals. Red Hogs would be great because they already have dress up like hogs as it is with the fans, right? Hail to the Red Hogs, So, what are your guys' predictions on what the new nickname is going to be for the Washington football team?
I'm gonna say that they actually have something unique, and it's not anything that's actually been leaked.
Really? Okay.
So you think it's gonna be something outside of what they narrowed
What
it
they
down
claim
to?
the final 8 candidates.
I'm saying it's not gonna be anything that's in that final 8 list. I think that
That'd be
they
the smartest
actually-
move they'd ever
They
make.
actually have a team name, and they miraculously were able to keep it out of social media.
Huh.
No, it makes the most sense.
Yeah, like they-
because if somebody
yeah, they-
would have quote unquote leaked it, it's just one of the 8, not the actual team name. So they're safe in that bet. No, that's actually pretty smart. I like that.
I mean, if they leaked it, it was like the emails they leaked. Pretty much the same thing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Huh,
They kept it
well,
hidden with the email. That maybe they corresponded to the
Here-
email to keep it hidden,
Just
right?
I got it. It's the Washington Concealers. Because they hide evidence.
Oh,
It is.
you
Washington Concealers. They're
You know
great
what?
at hiding
Okay.
evidence.
What do
You Dan
you
Snyder.
predict the name will be, and then what do you? Well, if you were to rename it, what would you rename them? That's 2 questions there. So, if you were to rename it, Rob, what do you think it would be? You want to hear mine?
you're giving
Yeah,
Rob
let's
too
go.
much room.
Yeah, no,
The
no.
Washington
I
Caucasians.
might.
I would love it if they just did that
God.
and just a picture of a white guy
Jesus.
on the side of the helmet.
You know what? Oh my God! This like
The white guy
you can't
hiding
call us racist, right?
See,
Fuck
they
you,
can't
JC.
sing "Hail to the Redskins," but they'll sing "Hail to the White People," and then there you go. So,
Oh my God!
Oh, you didn't.
No, I got it. Yeah, do
getting
that.
canceled.
But then on the side of the helmet, you've got the white guy there, but he's burning evidence. Put
Shut up! Shut up! Oh my God!
put that there. Yeah, he's just dumping paper in a trash can that's on fire. Yeah, do that. Oh, yeah, we got it.
I make that joke because that's been my favorite shirt because they've had the Washington Caucasian shirt on joke websites for years now. People have ordered
Oh
it,
my
so
God.
it looks like the Redskins logo, but it's just a white.
I
guy.
can't stand y'all. Really can't. We're getting
So-
It's
canceled.
fucking perfect.
If
Yeah,
anyone has that shirt, I would like to buy it.
I'll find the site that sells it and put up the link on there. It's so great.
I would like to buy it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Anyone else? What do you predict the mascot will be, and what do you hope it would be if you were to rename it?
This is gonna be George Washington. Telling you
Washington.
right now. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
It's just a wig.
And the wooden teeth
Oh my God!
and the cherry tree.
Jesus.
Oh, the axe. What?
Yeah, right. DJ Chicken Wing, what do you got?
I think it's gonna be the Admirals, but what I really want it to be is the colonizers.
Oh my god.
It's more PR friendly than Caucasians.
You fucking yeah.
It makes sense though.
It
Yes.
does. Yeah, that's good.
You can't argue that one. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's-
shit.
Wow.
He's right.
That's
good, man. Yeah. Fuck.
Washington. Y'all
Okay.
looking to us?
Okay. All right. Well, hold on a second. Let me ask you this, because if
All right.
that's let's go with that. Let's go with that. What is the logo?
A guy planting a flag on a piece of land, basically.
Yes, that's perfect.
Oh my
That's
god.
perfect. Planting a flag.
You know. I mean, the most racist logo, if you're going to put a president, is probably Andrew Jackson, because we know what he did. So
I mean, we do know what he did, but
Oh my
but
God.
that'd be too obvious, though. See,
Yeah.
you have to be subtle about this shit. So planting
know.
the flag, because you can't do the whole Thanksgiving turkey for logo, because that'll definitely give it away.
No,
there,
that belongs
you
to
know?
Do we have to be subtle though?
Yes,
it's
yes.
not like they're putting
I
Christopher
mean,
Columbus on
do
the
they,
helmet, are they?
though?
You know.
That's.
So,
I was going that route. So
that
I
was
mean,
fucked up
I was
when
thinking
they-
do we have to?
Yeah. So.
I mean, can we get Columbus's head on the?
I don't
Hold on,
think you
hold
want
on,
to do that.
hold on.
That's might be worse.
What
than
if you
Reds.
had? What if you had? Hear me out. Now this would be politically correct. What if you had the silhouette of Dave Chappelle's Rick James on the couch, and you see the little animation for the feet going up and down? I'm just saying it could work. Fuck your couch, fuck your land, colonizers. Just saying,
Wow.
Wow.
it could work.
Wow.
Please.
Washington celebration, bitches. That'll be the name of it.
They can say that too. Every time they get a touchdown, it's a celebration, bitches. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That was
It
good,
could
Mike.
work.
Shit, that was good, Mike. That was a good impression.
You see what happens when I don't have distractions from Nori coming in here? I actually make fucking sense. Jesus.
Is that what, that's what that is? Is that the tech? That must
That's
be
the tech.
That's a stack, y'all.
All right, DJ, what do you got here?
I'm just gonna be straightforward. Washington assholes, because fuck them.
Dude, that would work.
That would work though.
Hail to the assholes.
See?
But just keep the flag though. You can't put the don't put the butthole on there on the helmet. That just looks bad right there.
Well, on a lighter note, one thing that was also kind of teased is that next year the NFL is going to allow teams to have 2 different colored helmets. That has been an issue when they wanted to go with the single color helmet. That's part of the reason why some throwbacks haven't fully made sense. But starting next season, every team will be able to use 2 different colored helmets throughout the season. So, my hope is that we will see a full-on Oilers throwback helmet next year for the Titans. Please, full uniform helmet.
I'm here for that.
jerseys. Yeah,
I'm here for that.
I'm here for that.
and not gonna lie, I think obviously that's gonna be for the Cowboys, the return of their Thanksgiving throwbacks.
The Thanksgiving one.
The white helmet with not the silver helmet, which I think looks pretty damn cool. So,
Agreed.
and I think this means you can bring back the creamsicle color there, Rob.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fuck yeah. How do we vote? Can we vote?
We have moved past
ballot?
this.
I'm just saying.
Or
No,
ballot?
we-
Can I
we-
get the
we-
ballot now? I vote twice. All these
No,
questions need to be
we
answered
are
now,
not
please.
getting the creamsicle back. We don't want the creamsicle back. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
all for it.
Nobody wants the creamsicle helmet. No.
I don't know.
Creamsicles. They're
I
very
don't
good.
know
I'm all for
why.
it.
I don't know how they would do this, but if it was like put your email in and then you can vote, I will set up multiple email addresses and I will continue voting for that. Just for one game, just one.
So
Why
I,
would you-
I
why
have a
would you
legitimate
think one,
question.
dude?
I have
Come
a
on.
legitimate question. Speaking of colors, right? What if they did like a blackout version of the uniform, and then that would be like the home team?
I think they're kind of teased that Washington's going to do that because they presented a black helmet. So they're wondering if there's going to be like a blackout home, uniform or something like that. Like,
Well,
for a
yeah, that's
big
what I mean.
division game or
Like,
something.
So they're just trying to get as far away from red as possible, is what I'm hearing.
They're still
Well-
keeping the burgundy color and the gold.
They have a
and everything, so-
burgundy.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the
Yeah.
color, but I'm just saying, like, for, like all away teams, like they would wear the blackout version. Like, would they do that?
Well, it just depends because the home team
That'd be
decides what color they're going to wear when they come to the stadium. So the home team decides for all their games.
Okay.
We're wearing either our light or a dark colored jersey, which is, the Cowboys always wear white at home. The Titans tend to wear white at home during the hotter months of the year, and then the darker ones during the later months of the season. So they have to declare before the season basically what jersey combination they're going to wear for each game. and then the away team decides for each game what they're going to be wearing for those road games. So.
And did y'all see any reports for y'all's opponents for next year's games?
Well, I know for sure Titans are playing the NFC East. We're already planning the trip to Nashville for Dallas and Tennessee. On the AFC side, there's a website. Let me check the website.
Because the Niners, they've already announced theirs. It's the AFC West and the NFC South.
Because y'all don't want to see us again.
Go!
Kick rocks.
I'm just saying. Last time you saw us, you lost, motherfucker.
Just saying. So for our season is going to be hard next year because we got one of the best divisions over there in the AFC, and then you have Rob's team. So anyway,
Titans will have at home Texans, Colts, Jags, Broncos, Raiders, Cowboys, and Giants, and then an AFC North team to be determined.
So you get 4 buys? That is not fair.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
I got a hard ass schedule with fuck JC, right?
On the road, we get Texans, Colts,
Shit.
Jags, Chiefs, Chargers, Eagles, Washington, and then road games to be determined are AFC East team and NFC North team.
Okay, so your road games are actually pretty hard.
Yeah.
But those home games, man, literally buys.
Yeah, buys.
Jags,
I'll be
Texans.
in one of them for sure.
Chiefs.
So
Bitch, you got the fucking New England Patriots treatment. Like, what did you do to deserve that?
won our division.
Fuck out of here.
He's got you there, Mike. I mean, they did win it.
We get the fucking.
I mean,
We get the fucking Redskins as our random ass game of the year. It's just like what?
Sir, that team is gone. Okay,
I'm
There's
sorry.
no- there's-
No longer
You're right.
Watch that racist.
the
Right.
Washington
that team is
mystery
gone.
team.
Yeah, Washington
You're right.
colonizers, as you called it. So yeah.
There you go. That's
Colonizers.
exactly. That's
Ooh, what if it's just Washington mysteries? Because like we never know what's
Mysterios.
going. Yeah,
Washington Mysterios.
like the
Jesus
emails
Christ.
mysteriously they just mysteriously disappeared.
What
Go, Rob.
What if Dan
What happened
Snyder's
to
like,
call
you know what,
it?
it's the Washington Snyders,
played.
you know? So I might have to sell the team, but I'm naming it after myself. The Snyder.
I was
Dude,
surprised.
that would be the biggest cock move ever. I'm gonna sell my team
to
and
sell
call
my
it
team, but
the Snyders.
this is the rights that you have to get. If you want this
Holy
team, it is the
shit, bro.
Snyders for the next 10 years. You can't change it, motherfucker.
You can't change it for 10 years minimum. Oh, bro. And like he'll just be retired, be like, "Hey, I'm gonna watch the fucking Snyders, bro. Hey, my team no more, but fuck them, right?
Oh, man.
I
Oh,
watch them
man.
lose, but yeah.
That'd be the biggest dick move ever."
All right, well, that's where we stand with all that, guys. This is going to be a tough week to predict. Let's see who is going to be on top here when the dust settles. Who's going to walk away with an extra $80 in their pocket? So,
Me.
nah. I hope not. Fuck
He changed that real quick. No, hope not. Fuck
it,
him.
Yeah. Making a run. I'm just hoping I can keep it up. So, you know.
Yeah, you're making a run. I'm gonna trip you up at the end, bro. Watch.
No, we'll see. We'll see.
Watch.
Thanks everyone for listening. Next week we'll recap how we did in week 18, and then we will each be picking our full bracket for the NFL playoffs. We'll be doing a little bracket challenge as well throughout that. We'll be making our predictions, who's going to win each round, and who we have winning it all in the Super Bowl, and what the final score will be. So that's going to be the fun part. Brackets are always great, Rice. And yes, Rob, one bracket per person, you know.
I didn't. Why
You
you
asked
call
that
me out like
question.
that?
We talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Man,
I'm
you
just
know
saying.
what? You know good and well you asked that damn question.
I did, but like you didn't have to bring back up. Like
Just
Yeah.
making
I was
sure.
over it.
I can see
Okay.
Rob.
All right.
$20 per bracket. I got 6 of them right here. Fuck out of here.
He's buying lottery tickets at this point. Yeah.
Winner's
Yes,
go,
dude.
right?
That's just right here. That's 120, right?
Yeah.
Rob's all like, "Shit, you're not wrong, but fuck, bro."
Why y'all gotta call me out on these things? It was an actual question. Like I had to know.
My
I
ass.
was like,
Okay.
well, what if?
My
what
ass,
if
you were
I-
serious.
Just again,
What?
just
Dead
for content.
fucking serious.
So, you know,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all about the content.
it's all about the content. So, as far as Chicken Wing, yes, he did win my fantasy league. So Hell's does freeze over.
You
every
sound
once in a
so
while.
excited,
Sounds so
bro.
excited, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta say it with enthusiasm, like
But
I mean,
happiness.
look, you got the number one
That's-
overall pick.
I did.
yay!
I did get the number 1 overall pick finally. So
Man, I'm
I at
like
least
picking
won that
11th
for the
again.
first time. I won something in my own league for crying out loud. So
You did.
Yeah.
And I tried to. Hey, you know what? $100 is still on the table.
no, I'm not selling my pick, dude. Screw you. Make sure you finish last next year. Get that trophy. Dipshit.
He probably would be like, "Yeah, you get the 12th pick, bitch. Fuck
Yeah.
you."
You forfeit your first 3 rounds. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bet I'm taking his first round pick.
Shit. Hey, you know what? You know, speaking of, hey, so DJ, you trying to get in and stop me from repeating next year?
He can
Yeah.
He can
I
take
already-
210 outlaw spot because man.
I'm
Well,
already.
the
I'm
funny
already.
part is
For
that 210 Outlaws, he actually was in the championship in his other league that he's in. So his
Okay.
entire team just got hit with like COVID and injuries. And
COVID,
shit.
and yeah.
So
yeah.
he won 2 games all season, but the second one kept him out of last place and having to pay for the trophy. So
That's it.
yeah,
I
just
mean,
saying.
that means it was worth it.
yeah.
It
So
was. See?
that's why you keep fighting until the end, man. Yeah. So Nori actually got 3rd for like the 3rd season in a row in my league. So
God, I got second last year. No.
I tried to knock him out, bro, but fucking Remy over here bullshitting. You eliminate Rob, but you can't eliminate Nori. Fuck out of here.
See, look at this. I was trying to get into the consolation bracket because I knew I would get into the consolation bracket. I could win that, but nah, I had to play all honest and like play Mike.
Play
and
honest,
Mike
yeah.
and,
I appreciate you
that.
playing honest. but
Bitch,
yeah.
first of all, you played honest and you beat me in the regular season.
exactly. I shouldn't have beat you. I should have been down in the lower bracket where I could have played for my draft
For your
pick
draft
next
pick.
year.
Yeah.
You bitch.
Plan for
I
the
had the
future.
I had the right strategy, but nah.
You did.
Mm.
You did. But that's okay though, because at the end of the day, I sent JC to get his first round draft pick. All right. And then Nori, you know,
Should've
unfortunately,
won
he got his
Jacksonville.
money back.
Yeah, well.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Well, yes, congrats. Trophy will be here soon, and I'll try and get it to you. So,
Thank you, sir.
yeah,
I'll have it in my desk.
I didn't have to pay for it, so it's good. It looks pretty good along with those other last place trophies you got from my leagues previously.
Bitch, I only got 2,
Back to back.
Well, let's
and
look,
they were back to back. Yes.
Back-to-back
let's
loser.
look at the
Okay.
history of this league. How many times?
No, I think I have 3.
I was gonna say you have
You
3,
have
dude.
3, but 2
think I have
have a
3.
trophy.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 have the trophy, and they were both back to back trophies on top of that.
you finished last year, right? Or no?
The year before, I think.
Yes. No, I think it was last year.
Let me see.
I think I was back to back, and that was the year.
Oh no, it was me that finished last year. That's right. So,
No, I finished last the year I got married
oh okay.
So 3 times.
because I wasn't focused on the
Oh my
league. I was
God.
like focused on the wedding. So, you know that thing.
Your wedding was in November. You had
I
plenty
know.
of time to focus on the league.
Yeah, the first 10 weeks, I was like, I don't care.
He's like planning.
I know.
Yeah, I was like, I
Planning.
don't care. I'll donate
Invitation.
to the cause.
Anyway, thanks everybody for listening. We'll see how we did. We'll see who's going to win it all. We'll reveal all that on our next week's episode of the Sports Minorities. I'm JC, your resident Titans fan, and had it not been for COVID and all this other shit going on, I would have definitely made the trip to Houston to see this game because tickets are as low as $10 right now to go watch the
Facts.
Titans win. In Houston. So, joining me as always are.
You're a Texican League champ, Chicken Wing. Still have a chance, Niners. Let's close it out. Get that win.
Yeah, let's not. This is your Bucks fan, Rob. Just saying, screw you, Mike. That's it.
I meant the win for the Niners game, not the pick'em. But fuck you. Yes,
You want
win
that
for the
too,
pick'em
don't you?
now,
Yeah.
bitch.
What's up, everyone? DJ here, Cowboys fan, Washington. No matter what name you choose, at the end of the day, you're still trash. Go fuck yourselves.
He's not wrong.
And for Nori, a sad Giants fan, I think they're pretty much locked into the 3rd overall pick at this point, or it's close. It can fluctuate, but
Second if
no, I think
He's the top 5, is what you're saying.
they're not going to get
Guaranteed.
second because it's either going to
For
come
sure.
down. Jags and Lions are going to be 1-2. I just don't know the order yet. So anyway, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll talk to you guys next week, and good luck on your parlay bets this week. Thanks everyone once again for listening to the Sports Minorities podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at Sports Minor Pod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities. Search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Could you imagine if I win this one too?
Could you imagine if I got all those right? Oh my god.
That'd be insane. That'd be insane. I want a cut of it.
Rob,
So.
Hey Rob, I will give you $2 of your $5 bet. I want a cut of it.
I'm not. No, you're not getting 40% of my winnings. No.
Bitch! $2 out of 5, and you win fucking money. You know what?
$2 out of 5. If
that's fine.
you
That's fine. You know what? Would
have been 40% of the investment.
25%.
Have to give you back.
25%.
I was gonna say, dude, he is literally schooling you in math right now. There's
Yes.
no,
I know
there's
he's
no-
schooling me about. I'm just saying. You know what? I'll be that guy. 25%.
Being a good
You
friend.
get your dealer's fee. So there you go. You take 15% of the winnings right there.
I haven't even.
No, fuck you. Okay, I will give you $2. I will PayPal you, and then there
I
you
am
go.
not putting. I'm not
You
putting.
get the transaction of $2 from PayPal. That's fun to me.
I mean, that's how long it took him to, pay for the league.
That's true. And then I asked him, "Hey, do you want to use part of your winnings to pay for next year?" He's like, "No, give me the full amount." I was like, "Fuck, now I gotta chase $20 from."
I had bills to pay,
You
man.
did.
But see, I did respond to him though, DJ. I said, you know what? Next week I'm gonna do my $1 weekly payments to pay you in time for the league next year. See?
Holy shit! $1 a
He's
week.
gonna default the second
did.
weekend. I know it. So
Defaulting the loan, bro.
So wait.
gonna ask for a forbearance for a student loan or some shit.
Wait. Can he get assistance for if he defaults on the?
No, you got to fill out your FAFSA or some shit.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
gonna say, interest on that should be crazy.
Yeah.
Facts. JC's like, I got 3,000% interest. Fuck.
Hey, I don't set the rates. That's all the Fed.
You're right.
Oh,
You're right.
Rates are increasing. Should have
Yeah.
refinanced when you had the chance, bro.